But someone asked me, with my father, like, the pressure, you ever feel like you're in competition with him or trying to... I tell the person, listen, we see this thing, and this is for all of us. We all have a purpose here. The ear's not going to try to be the nose. The eye not going to try to be the tongue.
Yeah.
But everything have a purpose. The brain not going to try to be the heart.
Yeah.
Everything have a purpose. So I'm just doing my part. I'm not trying to be the brain if I'm the heart.
Yeah.
I'm the nose. I'm happy being the nose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just let me be the nose.
I'm probably a foot.
Bad times, I don't wanna have bad.
The record's good.
Yeah, nice record.
I really like it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cool, man. Thank you.
What's the name of the record?
Brightside.
Brightside.
Yeah, Brightside.
Brightside's one of my favorite songs.
You like Brightside? I like Brightside.
It's
too.
good.
Yeah, I like Brightside. It's a hard one that Jah We Give Glory. That's the first song on the album because, we give glory to God before anything else. I feel like that one's special to me because the spiritual aspect of the whole creation of this album it felt spiritual to me.
It feels very spiritual.
To me, with the creation, so yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit interesting because I feel like reggae music at its core, it feels spiritual, and it feels like a spiritual genre. So there's reggae influenced music that I would say is adjacent to reggae.
Yeah.
But reggae, when you listen to classic reggae music, which I really like, it feels like gospel music, like spiritual music.
Yeah. No, it's true. I remember having a conversation with Scratch, Lee Perry, who is one of the old school. He passed away now though, but old school. He used to do some stuff with my father. He's like a mad scientist, innovator, musician, enough echoes and there's like a soundscape of music, But yeah, I was talking to him and he told me, say, we're talking about my music and he said the history of the music. Cause what was missing when I was talking to him, I was like, what's missing today? I said, the spirit, the magic. That's the magic of the whole thing. It's that spiritual part of it that make it have that magic, like that magical thing, So yeah, but I think you have to be that type of person to do that type of music. You can't just do it.
No.
You have to be that type of person. You know what I mean? Yeah.
To me, all music is healing in some way.
True.
Even like angry music, people need to listen to it if they can't express themselves.
Yeah.
Right? Because what happens if someone is angry and they can't express themselves?
Yeah.
They blow up.
Yeah.
So when there's music to give you an expression for every emotion.
True.
So even I think different kinds of music could be dismissed as less deep as it is.
I know what you're trying to say.
I know
what you're saying.
And specifically the line to God when you speak to God is through a few ways.
Yes.
You could pray.
Yes.
Some people could preach, which is sort of like speaking in their mind on behalf of God because they felt compelled. But then there's singing to God, which is what people have done since the beginning of time.
Yes, yes.
And it's interesting because it's only some songs you hear and you feel like someone's actually talking to God.
Yeah.
True. Or they're talking to themselves. Because there's a vanity to music as well.
Yeah.
I come from a different musical background than you.
Yeah.
And you wrestle with that. When you start to have a success in music, you wrestle with the vanity of it, which is real. It's human.
True. No, it is true. But, you talk about like, before you were saying, songs that talk to God. My favorite part of the whole Bible is the Psalms of David. Because it's music, it's songs. It's actually songs.
Yeah.
So I love that. My name is David too. My name is David. That's my That's my given name.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and ever since I was growing up, it's like, we grew up with superstition and stuff like that. My family, and so there's always some kind of, oh, that's special. You know what I mean? But ever since I've been like that, the Psalm of David, though, I feel a special connection to that. And I always read that. And when you talk about singing to God, that's what he was doing. He was writing, singing songs to God, talking to God through songs,
Yeah, old school.
Yeah, old school. Yeah, man. So, and then I agree with you too, where you said the music, different type of music, people need some place to express themselves.
Yeah.
If them can express anger through music and not through a physical activity, then That's a win. You understand? Instead of trying to be angry that way, them angry this way.
Yeah. Actually, it's real. It's a different kind of anger.
Yeah, that's what I say. So yeah, man, it's true, man. It's true, man. Every purpose, music have all the purpose.
Also, if you think about it, some people never learn how to talk to God. Mm-hmm. It's a strange thing for some people. And I think music, especially more spiritual music, teaches people how to talk to God.
Yeah.
Which is important, whether they realize they're doing it or not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
funny.
Come and talk to God all the time.
Yeah. I think we do.
You know what I mean? I talk to him all the time.
I think thinking is talking to God.
Yeah, like it's like there's a thing in here.
But some people aren't free like that.
No.
They've been, I really believe this, and people listening, I try to pull things out so that people listening, they get some nutrition out of it, because some people they did not grow up with the mental freedom to create. Yeah. For you, it might be easy, or for me, it might be easy because we allowed ourselves. But some people, it's not easy. They're from a young age, they're taught not to, actually, because it's a waste of time, or it's this or it's that. And I actually think creating is expressing, and expressing is something like the spiritual language, you know? Yeah. And so music is, to me, the most important resource we have on the planet. One of is music. You have water, you have air, you've got energy, but music is something that I think we don't give the credit to what it means in the world, and how it tells the stories of history, so I take it very seriously when I listen to records, when I hear people express themselves. I always try to listen to what they're trying to say, what they're expressing themselves, and even music that people could throw away as not important. Yeah. I still hear artists trying to speak.
Express. No, cause the other day I was in an interview, and the guy, I don't know, people always ask me that question. Hey, do you really think music can make a thing, blah, blah, blah? I say it has been. I mean, the whole pop culture, everything is the music that dictate the whole thing already. Like,
proven.
We know that music is powerful. There's no question about it. You know what I mean? So music can change. Music is one of the most important things, man. Imagine we know the situation we now. Imagine if we never have music.
Yeah. It'd be bad.
You understand me?
Yeah, so sometimes, you take it for granted how much it every day gives you a moment of relief, or respite, or understanding. Or the songs teach you.
Because sometimes I'm driving, even if you hear somebody in the car playing it, you might not be playing the music, but you hear that, and it does something to you. It does something to you. You know, it does something to you. Yeah, that beat there, whatever. So yeah, man, music. Powerful tool.
I have a crazy theory. It's not fully developed, but it's always come to me that somehow God created this big, intricate, insane design and this program or operating system, or this, like, we couldn't even comprehend the complexity of this. And there's languages in it. There's math, and then there's things that I think are visual, like people who paint, and there's music, and there are these like information. I actually do believe there's some divine connection that these things carry information to all of us. I just think that music is a part of some like bigger divine language.
Yeah, man. No, that's the only reason why I do music anyway. For me personally, I mean, if I wasn't writing songs, I wouldn't be an artist the way I am. Like just getting songs from people to sing. That's me personally. Yeah, and that is the reason why, because that is the divine connection that I see myself having because of the inspiration for write. We write songs, we can write it intellectually, and I have to think about which word. Right. But the for me, the foundation of it, the greatest part of it is inspired. Yeah, is inspired, and then sometime. I keep relearning this lesson, patience. Yeah. I keep relearning. Every time I make an album, I keep relearning that lesson, be patient. It's gonna It's gonna work. Yeah, it's gonna work out, bro.
Let it emerge.
Yeah. Chill, relax.
Can't force it.
You know.
Yeah. It's like
I learn
trying
it
to,
every time I learn it.
It's like grow, plant, grow. And you're like, it just grows. It will grow.
No, yeah. No, seriously. So it's like it's always that I'm always that spiritual lessons, man, is in making the music, you know.
But it's the part.
Connected.
But the impatience is a good thing. In the sense of it is the childlike part of us that wants something.
Yeah.
It's good to want something.
Yeah.
And if we lose that, what is life?
Yeah.
If we don't, if I could just, it's like I tell you have your kids, you're like, calm down.
Right.
You'll get there. Walk first, then you can run.
Yeah.
You know, they get their license, they want to drive. They get there, and you're like, okay,
true.
be patient.
True.
But it's a good thing for us to have a feeling that we want something so bad.
Yeah.
And then having to wait for it is the practice.
Yeah.
And then when it does emerge, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You know, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you happy with this record?
Yeah, man, very happy with it. I mean,
what record is this for you? You've made a lot of records.
Solo, I think I was my 9th solo. But we had some records before with my brothers and sisters. No, me like a record, become, you know, what I realized with this record is that I'm listening to it as a listener, not as it's my record.
Yeah.
Like and I've never been able to, cause I don't usually listen to my records.
Right.
I don't.
Oh, really?
I don't drive and listen to my records.
Oh, you don't? I do. I do for like a month.
No, but this is one that I'm driving. This one.
I listened to this one in the car.
This one specifically. Like from I was making it, I was like, oh yeah, you know, can drive and listen to it. So yeah, no, it feels really good to me. I think what it is that I went to it very confident of what I wanted and all the lessons I've learned. I felt like I still have more to learn, but I'm in a good place, like with the lessons and the experiences and like I was really in a really good place. And everything was kind of, you talk about divine, everything was kind of just falling into place. Just like, all right, but we had some problem, but guess what? It worked out that it was good we had a problem because we changed something and now look at it, you know what I mean? So it was, and everybody that worked on the record realized that everything was just like, and next thing we did on the record was I did 432 Hertz, tune the instruments.
Yeah, the megahertz.
Yeah, so when I tune, usually we're tuning in 440 Hertz. Like when I tune my guitar, the keyboards, they're all in 440 Hertz tuning. This record, and I've been doing it from shows too. I did in 432 Hertz.
What's that do?
So that now, well, I don't know. What it does for me and what it says on Google, right? And Google,
what ChatGPT says.
Google says it's like it's more connected to the human frequency.
Yeah.
And it is like it's for meditation and like it's something good. It says something great.
I believe in it, just so you know.
It says something great. But I experience it myself because me's like a scientist in the music too. Like me like explore and because you know, I'm always, you know, you talk about the childlike thing. I'm like that. I always want to learn more and I'm always looking for a feeling. And this record I'm getting close to it. I'm getting close to that thing that was in my mind. That's in my imagination.
Yeah.
This is the closest I've been. Still have some way to go. So yeah, that's the 432 Hertz. I mean, for me, it feels better. I sing better on it than 440. And I did live shows, and it could be my childlike imagination, but I feel like I have a better connection with the audience in that for some reason. Maybe it's just all in me. It could be just that too, and I mean, listen, music powerful. The world is the world, the way the world is.
The world is the world.
Maybe we need a change of frequency. Maybe we should just come together and say, all right, every musician, we're changing from 440. Let's everybody do 432 now. Let's try a different frequency. Tune in.
Yeah.
See how it affect the music, see how it affect the people.
I actually think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I think that your awareness of frequency is, well, we know it. We actually know it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether people want to accept it is different.
True.
We know it. And I think it might take 20 years for people to go, for the collective, we to go, oh, this is the only frequency, or these are the three frequencies, actually adhere to what the frequency does. Because my experience listening to your record, And I didn't know this until I listened and then I read that we got an email and it was like, and I don't read very well, so I'll check it. But it was interesting because I listened to the record a few times. Yeah. I kept going back to it. Yeah. And it was interesting over the last few days because I was like, oh, I'm talking to Ziggy Marley. I always get a little nervous for new people, even though I know you a little bit because we lived in the same neighborhood, and we say hi or whatever. But like, I knew you were a nice guy, but you get a little nervous. You're like, oh, and my process is listening to the music. That's it. I don't read a lot about back stats, stuff like that. But I was like, why does this make me feel so calm and a little mood lifted? Like my mood goes up. Yeah. Every time I listened to it. Yeah. And then I read the notes and I saw the frequency thing and I was like, oh, it's real because when I meditate, so I meditate probably like a few times a week. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Right. And I forget for weeks at a time. But when I'm really in my zone, I meditate. Not every day, but a few times a week. And I'm like, I'm killing it when I meditate. Yeah. I meditate to frequencies and it's real. Like, in fact, if you go to bed to a frequency, you sleep better. Yeah. So I've been doing that for a few years. Yeah. And it's very real. Yeah. And when I read that, I went, no wonder I was vibing.
No, but it's the same thing with me too. Maybe that's why I like listening to it. Cause I don't, as I said, I don't listen to my records. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I'm doing them, whatever. But after a while, but this one is like,
it's a bit trancey.
I'm just a human being. I'm a human being just like anyone else. So it affects me, even though I made the song. Yeah, yeah. It's still affecting me. The frequency is still affecting me. You know? Yeah. So, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, man.
It's real. Yeah, whether people want to accept it or not. Yeah. There's something to it. Yeah. And I'll bet you we find out later there's even more to it than we think. True. I'll bet any amount of money. It might take 20 years, but.
No, man, that's true, man. But it's good to start the conversation or put it out there for kind of get people questioning or maybe experimenting or trying. Why not? I mean, let's go. I mean, we've been on 440 for a long time. Been a while. And then I spoke to some old guys, older musicians who said, we used to do it in 432 back in the day.
Really?
You know, you talk about those classic reggaes? Yeah. Yeah, those were, because the tuning wasn't no big, perfect 4/4, you understand me? So that interesting to me too. That's why I want to say, because some of them songs they feel different, the classics. Yeah. That, them have a different thing about them. We can't figure it out. Oh, maybe it was a different frequency they were in.
That's pretty, leave it to the reggae guys. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. That's crazy. That makes sense to me though, because what happens when you listen to reggae music, really good reggae music? Yeah. There's a bit of like you almost go into a thoughtful, mindful meditation. Yeah. You think, so one part spiritual, one part good message. So like a positive message is everything. Yeah. And then I do think like songs that are love letters and love messages and peace offerings. And there's something about that, the frequency of the content, the message, and then the actual frequency. There's something to it, man. I'm telling you, because when I want to, like, I can't explain it, but like sometimes at home, it's like a morning, that air is nice. You open a door, you're sitting there, you're looking out at whatever, off into nothing. And one of the things I go to is reggae music. And it puts you in kind of this really nice trance where you can be thoughtful. Yeah. You let go of some stuff. And because what we worry about today, if we try to remember a year ago on this day, what we were worried about, we couldn't remember. Yeah. And if we let ourselves be bulked down by these problems, these perceived problems we have, we'll get no peace. So in those mindful moments, you find music that helps you get there. And reggae is one of on the short list for us, along with classical music. Yeah. Weirdly, when you mentioned that, it reminded me of something that for tell you, like that was what writing these songs were for me. I mean, I'd written some songs before I wrote this song that I'm going to tell you about, "Winyl at the World." But when "Winyl at the World" came to me, I was just like, I think I was watching the news. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I catch myself doing that too.
Man,
why did I do that?
I need it. No, it's too much. "Winyl at the World" troubled me. when that came to me, I was like, oh, those other songs, it connected to me trying to get relief, just emotional mental break kind of from everything that's going on, and for deal with some things too that I had to deal with, Many Mourn for Bob, that song about my father, and I'm not sure how that song, why I wrote that song or what happened. Like, I don't think anything happened that I can be like, oh yeah, I point to that. That's why I wrote that's the reason why, But when I was writing that song, it kind of feel like I said to myself again, my imagination. We talk about that. Now my imagination, I feel like it's also my father singing this song also. It's not just me. It's like, this is his song. It's like, there was a little, some people call it channeling or whatever, channeling them say or whatever, but there was something special. There was something going on.
I have much to say about that.
With that, there was something, honestly, there was, and I don't usually talk about this either. Like, some people, it's in my imagination, basically, right? I mean, but it's not. But I'm saying, that's why I don't like talk about it, because I know the experience.
Yeah.
Somebody might say, what you talking about, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but okay, so think about this. That song, Many Mourn for Bob, is my favorite song on the record. I think that one hit me. I listened to that 50 times. It's one of those songs. Because I hear exactly what you're saying. On one hand, I hear a love letter to your father. There's only a handful of people, like when I think about your experience as a human being, right? We're all having our own experience.
True.
And then we all have a relationship with our father. Whether we do or we physically or spiritually, I had a very interesting relationship with my father, and it was still my relationship with my father. We were estranged for a long time, and then we got back together. It wasn't either of our choice really, but it was a strange, I can't make sense of it always, but I got a very short period of time with him before he left this world. And it had an influence on me. That's my only relationship with my father.
Right.
And so I wrote songs because I needed to say things to him I couldn't say.
Yeah.
Never had the chance. We never had the time. We never had the physical.
Right.
But then I learned that that is actually still a language, and he still hears me somewhere. Like I feel him. I feel he visits me.
Yeah.
And usually when he visits me, it's with music.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a kid, I have very few memories, but what I remember of him the few memories I have when he was around was music. He played music.
Yeah.
And so I would hear the records he would play.
Yeah.
And there were key songs, right? And your dad's music being some of it. So there's key songs. And then there's like a Stevie Wonder song, and then I hear those songs sometimes in weird key moments of my life where it feels like he's tapping me on the shoulder. Like, nah, keep going. You're good. And I imagine if I had gotten to have a relationship with him growing up, like I have with my son, where he comes to me when he has a question, or maybe he needs something, or I can see he needs support, and I go, hey, you're good. Keep going.
Right.
So I do think that if music is a spiritual language and a way we talk to God, wouldn't it also be true that when people cross over and they go to, we all have our own idea of heaven and, the afterlife, wouldn't they still communicate with us
communication,
in and around music? And then so you have a very unique situation, right? Because your dad did music.
Yeah.
And as a father, your children are whether you can express it to them or not. Some dads can, some dads don't have the words for it. They're your treasures.
Yeah. And
they're your greatest pride.
Yeah.
They're going to carry on your name. They're going to carry on the idea of you. So wouldn't they be the most important souls on the planet to you?
Yeah.
So to me, there's this connection that fathers have with their children, whether they know it or not, whether so here we are, because I've been thinking about this a lot, because my dad's visited me a lot.
Yes.
And I know it's him sometimes when that song comes on in that moment where I'm experiencing this, and it's the perfect song.
Yeah.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
He's tapping me on the shoulder. You're right where you need to be.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm proud of you. Whatever I love you means in all the different ways, right? Because he couldn't tell me he loved me on earth.
Right.
So I have to believe that he tells me through music. And so when I think about what you just said is crazy, I get goosebumps because if there were anyone on this planet that your dad was going to communicate with in any which way spiritually, it would be his children, and then it would be through music.
Yeah,
because y'all do music.
Yeah.
So there's something really like, I can't articulate it.
Yeah,
but I do think you have to give it its place and credit because it's
right. I hear you.
Cool.
No, it's true too. Is that and
that song is one of the greatest love letters I've ever heard.
Yeah.
From a son to a father. And I said this to my brother. I was talking. I was like, "There's this song, Many Mourn for Bob. If my son wrote that for me, I would be, proud, touched.
Yeah.
I'd feel loved." And that's only a song that a son could write for a father. So it's beautiful. I really love that song. It's a great song.
Nice one.
Yeah. You should be proud of that one.
Yeah, man, that one there. But you know what I say is like, you know, when I hear you talk, and it's like you have to really have an open mind for those connections. You have to have an open mind.
Oh, only way.
That's if your mind. So that is a thing. That is a real. That's what I always say. People always ask me. I say, you know, you have to have. You got to be open. You can't close off to no possibility of what.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I'll sound crazy otherwise, because some people think I'm crazy.
Yeah. But no, that's the connection when you have that open mind, and all of that stuff can come. You know, you can get that stuff. You know, but so that's cool. Yeah, that's the right way.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I just think it's beautiful, man. And I think it's important. It's cool, man.
You're right. Yeah.
How many kids you got?
How much kids do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 kids.
Yeah, 7 kids.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, some had some when I was really young.
Yeah.
Them older now, and then I have 2 just went to college.
Oh, wow.
And then I have 2 at home now. Yeah. The youngest one is 9. Yeah.
I wanted 7 kids.
Yeah.
Well, I did. Yeah. She would only.
Why 7? Because of the number 7? Wait, 7?
So my mom had 7 kids in her family.
Mom had 7.
And I remember growing up with a lot of uncles.
Yeah.
And aunts. And it was a nice number. It's funny. 7's a lucky number, though.
7, lucky 7, yeah.
But I just think having a lot of kids, man, it's growing up where I grew up. We had 4 in our family, but there's a lot of people with a lot of kids.
Yeah, man, we grew up the same way.
Yeah.
You grew up the same way. We have a lot of kids.
I have like 4, I have 40 or 50 cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a lot of, and I don't know. I always thought it was really nice. I'm happy with I have 2 kids, and it's great.
Yeah, man.
But I always liked having brothers, you know, and like there's something really great about having a lot of brothers.
So you have 7 7
in my mom's family, my aunts and uncles, and we have 4 in 5, 4 with my mom and dad, and then he had another one.
Okay.
So there's 5 of us, but it was all mixed up.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to say only have 2, but I wanted at least 4. But I got 2. I'm happy with 2.
Yeah, man.
You have what you're meant to have.
Yeah, they give some grandkids, then you can.
Yeah.
You'll be happy with that, you know?
Yeah, I always said the kids come, they decide to come. Mm-hmm. We don't decide to have them. They decide to come. So I'm happy with 2, but I always liked having a lot of kids. I think that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. It's a good thing.
Yeah, man. All right, nice.
How's college?
Yo, it's nice. But that's nothing compared to my brothers. That's small. That's small fries.
Yeah. How many do your brothers have? I have an uncle with 14 kids.
Yeah, you got 14 and plus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Man. Trust me, man. My brothers, I'm the one that kind of settled down, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're working. They're still working.
Yeah. Life is easy for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
good stuff, man.
I have an uncle with 14 kids.
Yeah,
man.
I love kids.
Big family. There's a lot to travel.
Plenty.
That many kids.
Plenty.
It's like a 18
it's
passenger
good,
van.
Cousins. We have lots of cousins. My kids, them love hang out with, you know. My sister kids, my brother kids, they play games. Yeah, so it's good. Good for them.
Where did you grow up?
Jamaica.
How was that?
Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica was nice. I mean, listen, we start out, you know, poor, but my father, you know, came up in the music business, we move up in life, blah, you know. But it was great. It was, because we never knew any difference. It was fun. I didn't know what America, I never been to America. We had good times, man.
Yeah.
It was great. It was there was political violence, there was all this stuff going on, but
every place has its troubles.
But we had fun. It's when you look back and you realize, oh, that was some dangerous, like, what?
You don't know.
But when you're young and growing up, it's like, you're not looking at that stuff.
Also, just how simple life was back then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Eating the fruit from the tree for me, and just, it was a good upbringing. I like it because we went through different stages. I experienced a little bit of every little thing, through, growing up from poor to, and it was a good journey. Yeah. It was a good journey, yeah.
Gives you a lot of wisdom.
Yeah. My perspective, and
it's the same. Yeah. I grew up with not a lot.
Yeah.
In like a place where we were in the middle of the woods and run around barefoot. And,
You in the woods, me on the streets.
Yeah. You're in the streets, I'm in the woods.
Barefoot.
Trust me, I'm a little hayseed kid. And then having success and getting, the idea of money when you don't have money and then you get it is the first, when the basic needs are met and then over met.
Yeah.
Because you're like, all of a sudden you're like,
no, you can't.
Right. Yeah. And then once you get past that though, and you realize like actually only a certain amount of money will make you happy, which is like food, place to live, you know, and then you get past that and you're like, okay, that actually doesn't make a big difference once you have everything you actually need.
Right.
It's all an idea that you think you'll be happy with that car or that thing. And you're like, nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna make you happy.
No.
And then you start to realize it goes back to basic.
Yeah.
Where it's like love, how you feel about life and yourself is more a mental state and a spiritual state.
Yeah. Mental state, yeah. That's why, because the struggle really, what we see, for me, how I see the world right now, and everybody looking at, things that's going on inside the material world, in the physical world, gas price, whatever it is. But the battle really is the mental. That is where the real fight is. That is where the struggle really is. Because if them can't, that's why that song, when that song Why Let the World Trouble Me, every time I felt like I would sing that song. When I was writing, I would just sing that song and it would, before I even recorded it, it was just one of those songs that took me out of that place. You know what I say? So I've been thinking about this a long time, but I realize, and I've said it before, but I realize if them can like demoralize us mentally, like, and make with us stay in this funk of negative energy that they keep putting toward us. That is how we lose the battle, if we make them control this. Because you just say it's a mental state of mind, right? So we have to make sure we keep this free, for create the space that we want to be, and not let the outside world force us to be in that space. So you're mental, yeah, man, you're right, because my father was the same way too. Because my father said, the guy asked him, "You're a rich man?" And him say, like, how much you want to make you rich?
Yeah. I guess that's a good question. You ever think about that?
The guy
somewhere
said,
I'm rich.
What the guy said, like back in, the guy said, like, you have $100,000, sir? You say $100,000? Yeah, that make you rich? Him said, that's not my type of richness. My richness is life. You know what I'm saying? And so the attitude that we grew up with, seeing him and my mother and our, that's our attitude with when it comes to money. And money, we not gonna sell out, we sell for money and doing, like, we live a life good and work and, money will come. If money come, it coming, but we never grew up with money for make us happy anyway. Yeah. We were happy before we had money.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So, happiness. Where is happiness, Yeah.
Yeah. And so money's a funny thing, because what I learned out here, I moved out here, and at first I was like, oh man, I need to get my shit together. Like, at first I was young and I was like, I need to be somebody. And then what is somebody? What does that mean? And you kind of out here, you're trying to like figure it out, and it's so much bigger. Where I came from was so small, and then I got out here and I was like, holy, this is the real world. Like where I'm from is not the real world. And I had to go all the way to like 40 something to realize, full circle, actually where I'm from was a special place that I ran away from because I thought it was no good, or there's, it made me less than, or I don't know. And it was the journey of like, spending some money or figuring this out, figuring that out. They go like, oh, that didn't do it. And you go all the way full circle to realize, nah, it's just here. It's here. It's how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about life, how we do we choose to see the good or
right. That's the foundation. Yeah.
It's the core of who you are.
Yeah.
And what I also learned is no matter where you are, if you think you're gonna get money to be somebody, there's gonna be somebody with more money always.
Yeah.
And if you think you don't have money, if you have any money in your pocket, you are richer than someone else on this planet.
True.
And so if that's how you define rich.
True. Yeah.
Right. But then you start to realize that how we measure ourselves, how you measure yourself is a choice.
Yeah.
So if you're going to measure yourself with money or measure yourself with fame or with whatever.
Yeah.
And then that to me was where I turned the corner of like, how am I measuring?
Right.
And then that's when I really started when life unlocked for me. And I think I developed into the person that is sitting here today.
Consciousness that
is learning my metrics.
Yeah.
Like how do I measure?
You know, so but this is we go through the same thing. It's the same journey.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we say hi to each other on the street, but I don't know you. But it's the same journey.
Yeah.
That is the journey of some. That's the right journey. It's the same journey I'm on. I've been on. It's that same journey, bro.
I wouldn't change it.
It's the same journey. I mean, after a while, you start learn more. And you learn about yourself, and you're willing to adjust, adjust yourself to that consciousness.
Yeah.
Instead of try to fight it. You know what I mean? You need to accept that and say, you know, that's the right frame of mind or the right way to think about things. The willingness to change, the willingness to grow, to evolve, that open-mindedness that we talk about is key. It's key to be in a place where you feel true joy and true happiness with who you are.
Yeah.
And not trying to be, you know? So is that real? Yeah, man. The same. A lot of us on that journey and been on that journey, you know?
Just like waiting for the record.
Yeah.
It's got to come.
Yeah.
On its own.
Yeah.
Some parts of us also have to emerge.
Yes.
And what I learned was I don't always have to know either. No. I've learned how to like be calm and go like, I don't know my opinion on that yet. You know, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Okay, take your time.
You got to take your time. But what I learned in this whole entertainment thing, also being out here for 20 years and I've been around, you have too, you just see everybody and you see some people are in their moment where they're just like having their first hit or their fifth hit or some people are on the other side of it and you see all these different experiences of this thing that I think is kind of made as God, the success. And then you realize actually you have actually lost the point of this thing, which is just to make music and to help people express themselves and to make art. And that art does actually affect the world when it's real art. But I saw it and I realized like, if I can keep my life small, no matter how big or in a good way or big in a bad way,
I hear you,
anything is, like I can be in the calm of a small life where I just think, do I like that? I don't know yet. You know, and like have those moments where you know who you are because it's small. You feel
that's the same thing like we're saying for control your mind space. Control, you have a space where you go your home where that is your small world or your community. That is the outside is different than this is where you go. And then you know what I say is that it's not, you know, everyone don't have the same calling. Music is powerful, but you know that's why I'm not like I don't like, you know, talk anything about other artists or say something because not everybody is on the same journey.
Right.
And not everybody is chosen to do the same things. Right. So not everybody's, some people have do it for the success. Yeah. For the goal, for the money. That's what they're doing it for. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people do it for the art. And all right, it's fine, man. Just go and do what you have to do, you know?
Takes all types.
Yeah, I mean, that's the real world, you know? We just have, like me, you know, I feel purposeful, like me have a purpose through the music. When I do live shows, I feel like the words I'm saying have a meaning. You know, for me, for my part of that, for my part of the journey, because you know, somebody asked me like, each of us have a part to play in this in life. Yeah, all of us, we're all connected too. Yeah. So what you're affecting out there is some way coming around back to affect me. What I'm affecting is coming back around to affect you. Everything is connected. But someone asked me, with my father, like, the pressure, you ever feel like you're in competition with him or trying to, I tell the person, listen, we see this thing, and this is for all of us. We all have a purpose here. The ear's not going to try to be the nose. The eye not going to try to be the tongue.
Yeah.
But everything have a purpose. The brain not going to try to be the heart.
Yeah.
Everything have a purpose. So I'm just doing my part. I'm not trying to be the brain if I'm the heart.
Yeah.
I'm the nose. I'm happy being the nose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just let me be the nose.
I'm probably a foot.
You are the foot,
Yeah,
me
or
the
a
nose.
thumb.
You know what I'm saying? It all works together.
It's true.
Together,
it's true, man. And like, what would you do without the big toe?
You understand me?
Like it couldn't walk, bro.
Yeah.
With the pinky.
So, come on.
It's real.
Yeah, man. With that connected, man.
That's a metaphor I've never heard that I really like. I'm probably going to use it again.
Yeah, man. It's free. It's free. It's free.
I'll give you credit.
Yeah.
Tell me about the vinyl.
The vinyl. Yeah, just like, I grew up with vinyl, man. I grew up with listening to vinyl, I grew up with, again, that's why I'm happy, like, the time I was born, because I got to experience some of that. Some kids, they have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I have a soft spot for vinyl, and those days, I guess,
It's special.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, so, like, this record, I was like, I'm doing this record for vinyl. Digital is an afterthought.
Yeah.
I'm doing this vinyl way,
Yeah.
So that was the whole idea with that. Just forget back to some connection to the earth, connection to physical, not just the digital numbers, but try to get, gets back some feeling out of the thing, So yeah, that was and it's a part of my, like, what I'm looking for, maybe this, and this is the next part of the road I'm on with this vinyl thing and this 432 thing, and it's all, but it was really a great process though, because we did everything kind of old school amps and DIs, and we used the board and we went through the board. Eventually ended up in Pro Tools mixing and whatever, but everything went through something physical. It was all, everything went through. I told them, everything have to go through earth, because everything come from earth. The plastic, the metal, everything is from things in the earth. So we have to go through earth. So that was the whole concept of that. We get the vinyl, but it took a while for guy get the right. So much test press.
Yeah, the test pressing is a real thing. And you got to listen to it. You can't just say,
No, you have to listen to it.
Yeah.
You have to listen to both sides and multiple, and
But again, like, there's something about that process that forces you to slow down and listen.
Respect.
It is an old art form.
Yes.
And there's something, I don't care what anyone says, it doesn't mean that great music is not going to be made, can't be made, or isn't being made. But there was something about the slow process of making songs and recording and then vinyl and then pressing and then test pressing. And then, there was a mindfulness, whether the artists of the time were aware of it or not, the process forced you to listen.
Yeah.
And sometimes people rush.
Yeah, no.
And I think that making of what you did for your album is interesting because in a time where everything's faster, you slowed down.
No, true.
I hear it on the record. I do, man. When I listened to the record, I was like, this is different.
Yeah.
And then you telling me the process, I go, I understand.
You understand that. Yeah, man.
It's cool.
No. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate the whole thing. It was a good experience, a really good one, a really good experience with it.
Are there any other reggae artists that you feel like modern that you really like?
Yeah, man. The young generation, them come up good. Chronics and Jesse Royal, and some of them youth, them kind of go back to like a play to the roots. Protege. You have some good kids.
Yeah.
You have some good kids out there. Yeah, they're doing their thing.
It's a world I really like. I love seeing every now and then artists will emerge out of like Jamaica, or I wouldn't say it's reggae, but it's reggae. It's from Jamaica, so it feels like it's reggae-ish. Even though it's modern music, it's like rappers and stuff. It's still cool. It's a cool vibe.
Yeah, man.
I've never been to Jamaica. I've always wanted to go.
Jamaica is a spiritual place,
Yeah.
I mean, if you can find the woods, you grew up in the woods, right?
Yeah.
Countryside.
Yeah.
Like Kingston is Kingston, right? But the countryside, Jamaica is a spiritual place, bro. It's a spiritual place. It has to be for bring out so much of these things out of this island. There's something There's something special different about Jamaica.
There's some vortex.
Something, right, exactly. There's something going on, right? But whenever I go back home and I don't know, there's something about looking at the forest in Jamaica. It's like it's medicine.
Yeah.
The shade of the green. It's like, I don't know. And I always said that to myself.
I know what you're saying.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so yeah.
But that's like what I experience when I go home.
Yeah.
When you go out there, it's very far away, so it's very hard to get to. And I took one of my friends who had I always tell people like, oh, you got to come back where I'm from. Then you'll understand me. Yeah. And you'll understand me how, why I get so impressed. But when you go there and you sit in certain scenes and you see certain fields or water, there's a lot of water there. There's like creeks and rivers.
Nice.
It feels like there's some like opening, like what you're saying about Jamaica. I really believe there's these places where like maybe there's like a crack in from where physical life and spiritual life or wherever that is up there. There's some like open, there's an open vortex or something, and there's some energy there that you can't explain. And there's only been a few, but some places are known for it. Like they're saying this place is
there's some place in Phoenix or Arizona.
Yeah, like alien places or whatever.
Something,
And I think there's something to it. I know there is actually. I don't know.
No, you're right. You're right. When we think about it, I don't usually think about all of that stuff, but like when you say it to me, it makes sense, Yeah. It makes sense,
It's great, man. Congrats on the record.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Nice.
Good.
Thank you, bro.
When's it come out?
April 18th.
Oh, okay. So in 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, so record store day is like that whole big day with them, like vinyl. So.
Huge day for vinyl.
So and that's it.
You have a vinyl plant?
We're making
You're building one.
Yeah, we just it's the same place where the studio is.
Right.
In the office. We're gonna have a recording plant for make vinyl.
So straight from recording.
My next record I'm gonna make it at my place,
Impress it yourself.
Yeah, that's the way I saw it. That's from my father. That's how my father did it,
Yeah.
But again, for me, it's like I always used to have studios in the house, in the home,
right.
In a room here, the room there. But then if I wanted to do something big, I had to go to a studio. I had to go rent a studio. And so this was a dream come true for have my own place finally. Like this, where it's a nice big room and I can do everything I want to do.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It invites people to create. And a home studio is great. And you can always have that where it's like maybe you start a sketch in there or something.
Yeah, with your laptop or something,
This building we've had for 10 or 11 years.
Yeah.
When I come here, it puts me in a different zone.
Yes. Yeah.
It makes me think creative.
Man. A different mindset. Yeah,
that's good.
That's true.
Having a place that's for music to be made is really important. Studios.
No, it's special.
Because it catches the energy.
Yeah. Different. Yeah. With that intention. Yeah, it definitely helped the final musical experience.
Yeah.
When the place have the intention of making music in there.
Are you going on tour?
Yeah, I go on tour. I do New Orleans Jazz Fest and then...
jazz. You know what's crazy is I thought when I heard your record, I go to Jazz Fest probably every few years. My wife goes every year. So I can't go every year. She goes for like a week. She goes to New Orleans like 3 weeks a year.
Yeah.
She goes for Book Fest, Jazz Fest, and something else.
Like it.
She likes it. But I go but when I heard your record, I was like, oh man, he should play Jazz Fest. Yeah.
Man,
you got a little jazz stuff in there too, a little bit.
Yeah, man. There's a whole heap of things in there, man. Like that, the reggae ideas at foundation, but as I say, I'm free. I just making how I feel. I like rock music too. I like rock music rock music really didn't make me think about freedom.
Yeah.
Just rock music that made me start like, because no man can do anything.
Yeah. We get away with anything.
Why do I have to just stay, so rock music was the first music I really like. I start thinking, say, more free like them guys there. Them guys that can just, make something. Yeah, so it's a big inspiration. And then the first time I was coming to America, I was in Miami. My uncle he loved rock music. So when we were driving him, when I put on like, it was like my Sharona.
Yeah.
And AC/DC. And
yeah.
I'm gonna say, I was from Jamaica. I don't know anything about that. I was like, it kind of.
What the is this?
Yeah, it kind of connected with me though in some way,
Yeah.
So it was cool. Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I see you. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I've always gotten along with Jamaicans.
Yeah?
I have.
True?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
The realness.
We get along really well.
The realness.
We've toured, and there's been tours where like we used to do the Warp Tour, right? Every summer. And there was every now and then there'd be like a reggae. Because reggae and punk music are very, they're very, they've always had a relationship.
Yeah, true.
Right? When you think about the English music, ska music, all of that, there's been this relationship that's really great. They're close ties.
Yeah.
And so there is a connection with rock and reggae that is super important. And it always has been. And I think that, and maybe it's the freedom of it. And I grew up listening to all that, from reggae to then ska music to obviously rock music and punk music. It's all next to each other. Yeah. And they have a really like important relationship. I would say it influenced rock in a big way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've always gotten along really well with reggae artists.
Yeah. You know which other music close to reggae? Country music too. You know, enough people don't realize
it is actually
country music. Because sometimes when them do the strumming is a reggae, is a chenge. Like always people miss that, you know, but it close to
little redneck reggae.
Yeah, close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
It is very close. But again, though, I think there's a soulfulness when you hear that. That's when I think there's a connection to the soul.
Yeah.
The soul music.
Yes. You know? Yeah, the soulfulness. Yeah.
When it's there.
Yeah.
It's connected.
It's true.
You know?
It's true. And that probably go through all genre too, huh?
Yeah.
If it's soul, it's gonna connect. Yeah, the soul. Yeah, that's true. You can feel it.
People who are singing, I think it's something like life is full of suffering and pain in some way. Like none of us get to escape.
Right.
That's the through line with all of us is we all have to suffer at some point.
Yes.
And we all lose someone at some point. The truth of life is there's the pain of the reality and the suffering of life. And then there are people who have suffered more. And when there's music that expresses or helps ease the suffering, but when you hear someone singing that has the soul, is someone who's expressing the pain of life because they've lived it.
Right.
And they had to express it. They had to survive versus make a song that's going to be big. You know? Yeah. And I think those real artists, they always make it through.
Yeah, that's true. You
know, this is great, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Good, man. Yeah.
I first heard your music when I was, young. It's probably like 13. But I've always admired you and respected you and liked your how you carry yourself, how you move through the world. And then, we lived in the same neighborhood. I'd see you around. You were very nice. Your family is lovely, and actually my daughter went to music class at your house when they were babies. You guys are a classy family. You're nice, and it's always struck me how genuine and I don't know, man. I've always respected you.
Yeah, man.
So to get to talk to you at length and in depth like this is a treat for me.
Yeah, man. We'll give thanks.
I enjoy it, man.
Yeah, man. Good one.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Artist Friendly. If you like this episode, please make sure you hit the like button, you follow the channel, and please share it with your friends. We appreciate the support. That is why this show exists, because you listen to it. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.